Hey everyone, welcome to the entire life of Nico di Angelo Part 2. In Part 1 we covered everything up to the trials of Apollo, so that's where we'll pick up. Many days after the fight with Gaia, Leo sends a holographic scroll telling everyone he's still alive. Nico is partly relieved since he blamed himself for Leo's death, but mostly angry at Leo for telling him he was alive so late. Also during this time, Will, Solace, and Nico start dating. Nico even telling Chiron he loses control of his powers while sitting alone at the Hades table, in order to be able to sit with Will during meals. Most of Nico's friends have left Camp Half-Blood. Percy and Annabeth are focusing on school so that they can go to college together in New Rome. Frank and Hazel are busy running the 12th Legion, and Jason and Piper left searching for Leo and eventually ended up in Los Angeles and spent their school year there. While everyone else is gone, immortal Apollo, also known as Lester, shows up at Camp Half-Blood with Meg. Meg and Apollo then go off on their adventures to find the Grove of Dodona and free it from Nero's grasp. They eventually succeed, but Nero sends the Colossus Neronis to attack Camp Half-Blood. Nico helps fight the giant statue, Shadow traveling onto Sherman Yang's chariot and stealing it from him. He then brings it to Apollo, who uses the chariot to fire a plague arrow and defeat Nero's huge statue. Since Nico doesn't have any scenes in books 2, 3, or 4, I'm gonna skip straight to the Tower of Nero. Nico was able to sense Jason's death and is heartbroken. Jason was the first person Nico considered a friend, and when he died, Nico started getting flashbacks and nightmares about Bianca's death. Also, Nico starts to hear strange voices calling his name from Tartarus. Will tells Nico to speak with Dionysus, since he's the god of madness. The next morning at breakfast, Apollo and Meg see Nico talking with Dionysus. They join the conversation and tell Nico about his part in the prophecy. They mention that the prophecy described Nico as the cavern runner's friend. Nico, knowing what this means, spends the rest of the day gathering a gift for his new friends. The next morning, Nico goes with Meg, Apollo, and Will to Rachel's house. They discuss Nero's plan to burn the city with Greek fire using underground sewage systems and tunnels. Nico reveals that his friends, the troglodytes, could help them tunnel to Nero's fire systems and sabotage them. While at Rachel's house, the group notices a bunch of bulls trapped in cattle cars. Rachel mentions that they showed up a day ago, but they haven't done anything since. Suddenly, the bulls break out of the cars and charge the house. As Apollo gets a closer look at the cattle, he notices they are mythical creatures. He says they are impossible to kill and are natural enemies of the troglodytes. The bulls destroy Rachel's house. Literally, they collapse the entire house and drive the group to the end of a huge construction pit. Everyone jumps onto the arm of a crane that is in the pit to escape the bulls. Nico is then able to shadow travel everyone from the crane to an underground cavern before passing out. Half an hour later, after Nico regained consciousness, he leads the group to the troglodytes. Nico announces their presence and meets Screech Bling, the leader of the troglodytes. Nico offers them the gift he collected for them, a rare skink, and asks for their help defeating Nero. Suddenly, the cavern roof cracks and the bulls fall into the room, apparently having followed the scent of the group to the troglodytes' underground caverns. During the chaos, Apollo and Meg are separated from the others. Apollo and Meg eventually make their way up to Nero's tower. As Apollo is about to be killed, Nico appears from the shadows and saves his life. He informs Apollo that the troglodytes have sabotaged Nero's fire systems, and that the entirety of Camp Half-Blood has invaded the tower to help. When Apollo confronts Nero in the throne room, he is again saved by Nico, who is taking control of the skeleton of one of the bulls and uses it to break into the throne room. Nico fights viciously, killing monsters and fighting numerous Germani at once. Nico sees an opening to attack Nero and takes it, but Nero swats him aside, badly injuring Nico. Will tries to heal Nico as Apollo and Nero fight. In the end, Apollo wins, and Nero disintegrates. Apollo goes on to battle Python and wins, restoring all the oracles and reclaiming his godhood. After Apollo is a god again, he visits Camp Half-Blood. He finds Nico, Will, and Rachel sitting happily by the campfire and joins them. Rachel explains that her powers have been fully restored since Python was defeated. They also talk about Nico and the voice he heard from Tartarus. Nico tells Apollo that he and Will plan to go into Tartarus and find the source of the voice, using the troglodytes to help create an underground tunnel into Tartarus. Suddenly, Rachel issues a prophecy, but Apollo doesn't hear it. Nico asks if Apollo heard. Apollo says he didn't, and probably shouldn't hear what it was, and Nico agrees, saying that it was nothing good. And that's it everyone. Rick Riordan really does love giving us cliffhangers. Although this is Nico's entire story as of now, Rick has teased a standalone novel about Will and Nico's adventures through Tartarus, so at least we have that to look forward to. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next video.